Hello, my name is Madeline Luckell, and I'm the design editor here at AD. I want to start by welcoming you all to this session of our AD Pro Global Design Summit, New Trends, New Perspectives, Redefining Luxury One Detail at a Time, and by thanking our sponsor, Monogram Luxury Appliances.
Yeah, I think it's a great question. I mean, there were lots of food trends that just were kind of born out of the pandemic, so baking absolutely took a surge. And I'm sure all of you probably noticed this, that when you went to the grocery store, there's no flour anywhere to be found because everybody was really busy, baking bread at home and discovering their, proof function on their ovens. It was interesting because, none of us could really get out and explore different cultures and travel and all of those things, but we absolutely could still do it through food. And so we saw that, surge and an increase in global cuisine, not just from supporting your local restaurants with takeout and delivery, but also just being able to try and replicate some of those same recipes at home. And so being able to embrace those global cuisines at home. The other thing that I think is really important is that, comfort foods are really not going to go away, right? And so, but what we are seeing is just this emergence of new ways to be able to prepare comfort foods. So for instance, being able to steam and be able to do something like that, where it's going to keep all of the nutrients in, or being able to do air fry, because who doesn't love a really great fried food, but do it in a much healthier way when you do it with air fry as opposed to something that frying it in oil, for instance.
Definitely. And I know that really resonates with me as I've also been cooking so much more this past year. But I'm curious, Julie, thinking about those food trends, are there any that you've tried out for yourself, or are there any even new dishes that you've tried recently that you particularly love?
Yes, actually, so I have. So I have finally mustered up the courage to be able to try mussels. I love mussels. It's absolutely one of those, do it at the restaurant. Don't dare try to do it at home. And so I, steamed some mussels. I think I have an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old, and I think a true test of actually being a success is they ate it as well. But that was great. The other thing that I tried was I did a little bit of trying to figure out how do you do like a paella. And so what does that look like? Lots of, again, I was talking a little bit about global cuisine. What does that look like? Making that paella following, I actually watched a chef online. So there was a nice rise of chef inspired, training. And so followed step by step on how you end up making it, and it turned out great, much to my surprise, to be honest.